They don't hate Israel. They hate you. Okay. Now, parents, the reason why so many of your kids are anti-Israel, and if you notice the way they post against Israel and against Zionism, it's not like some political conversation that they're having. They're like, I disagree with this, you disagree with that. It's not. It's like, I hate Israel. Hate it so much. Why? What's going on? Basically, what happened was that you as parents brought up your kids with liberal, progressive ideals. Okay, liberal, progressive ideals because that's your religion. Your religion isn't Judaism. You're a Jewish family. Your religion isn't so much Judaism. It is more progressivism, leftism. But you are Jewish. You understand the importance of the state of Israel. So you brought them up with every left-wing ideal, until Israel. All of a sudden, you switched. Nope, not true. We're very pro-Israel. Very left, but very pro-Israel. And kids are confused by that. They see straight through bullshit. They see that their experience with Judaism is that it's substance free. You brought them up with Judaism that has no substance, no enjoyment, no engagement, nothing. You went to synagogue once a year, and your whole Judaism was about, you heard Leonard Cohen is Jewish? And, everyone knows Leonard Cohen is Jewish. And who else? The other guy? I don't know, Kirk Douglas, really, his name is Demensky, with 2 Jewish jokes on Christmas Eve because you were pissed off you couldn't go out with your friends. Your Judaism had no substance to it. There was no enjoyment, there was no nothing. It was one time a year going in a shiny big synagogue that's now empty or sold and hearing some boring speech by some boring rabbi, some boring progressive rabbi. Your Judaism had no substance to it. That's what you brought up your kids with, zero substance Judaism. But you became defensive and religious about Zionism. So your kid says, what the hell are you talking about? Get out of here. I don't want to have anything to do with this. Besides, all my friends hate Israel, and if I'm going to be a good progressive, I'm also going to be against Israel. So their anti-Israel stuff is not anti-Israel, anti-Zionism, because they don't know much. They don't know anything about Zionism. They know barely anything about Zionism. The Jewish kids, you would think that they're like some of them are well-read, but for the most part, they basically have the information everyone else has, which is very little. They don't understand the history of Zionism. They never really studied, never really curious about these things. They know a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and they know that the Israelis are the oppressors, and the guys in the press, whatever they brainwash you into liberal colleges over there. They don't really have a deep understanding of the history of religious Zionism, of political Zionism, of the history of Jewish people. They don't have any substantive education when it comes to Judaism, and they don't have an enjoyable Jewish background or relationship with Judaism. So you brought them up with this left-wing, semi-angry ideals, which if you continue to be left-wing and progressive till the end, you're going to be anti-Israel. That's where they're holding right now. So they said progressive, left-wing, till Israel, all of a sudden you go, so they rebelled against you. That's why when they post about Zionism, these Jewish kids post about it, there's this anger and resentment and rebellion. Not necessarily, they probably have never been to Israel in their life, okay? And unfortunately, the reality is that those Jewish kids are the last. It's unfortunate from a historical point of view, from a Jewish point of view, but these Jewish kids are the last line of, let's say, 3,000 or 4,000 years of Jewish lineage. They're the last line because they're progressive, so they're not going to want to have any children. They're not going to have kids. And even if they do, their kids are not going to even know that they're Jewish. It's over by them. But I'm saying, understand what you did, and most of all, understand why Jewish kids are so angry about Israel when they've never been there. They know nothing about it. They're not engaged in it. They're just angry not at Israel, Netanyahu, whatever they say. They're not angry at Netanyahu. They're angry at their parents. They're angry at you. But the reason why they get so angry about Zionism, it's like they're viciously angry about Zionism. Why?